Where is he at?
Under the car.
Excuse me?
He's under the car.
Move.
As you can see by the title, we're going to react to a woman who kills her ex-boyfriend and pretends it was an accident, the murder of Nathaniel Watson. This is my first reaction, and I watch the crime shows every day. My husband said I should react, so let's do it.
In the early morning hours of October 15th, 2023, Youngstown police responded to a call about a domestic fight, two sisters arguing. What they found when they arrived at the scene, however, was far more serious.
Yes, somebody gets under the car.
You gotta go down here. Okay? You gotta go down here.
It was clear that what had occurred was no accident. Investigators would find out much later that the buildup to this tragic death was also far more complicated than it initially appeared.
Bitch, you. Walk home. Walk home, you dumbass bitch. You will never. You will never. You will never.
Hi there, I'm Kevin, and welcome to Just Thought Lounge. Today's case begins with a bizarre and tragic scene. As the full context of the night's events is revealed, it only gets worse. Let's take a look. The crime rate in Youngstown, Ohio is higher than the national average.
2 murders in the city of Youngstown in less than 1 hour.
There is a 1 in 80 chance of becoming a victim of violent crime in Youngstown, though the homicide rate has recently been in decline. Generally, the cost of living is low, and the commute to both Cleveland and Pittsburgh is only an hour, which has its benefits. It was just past 5 a.m. on October 15th, 2023, when the Youngstown PD received a call about an argument that had spilled out onto the street. Officer Gibson approached the area in his cruiser and spotted a white Ford Fusion stopped on the front yard of a home on Shenley Avenue. There was a woman lingering near the vehicle.
Hello?
Hello, police officer.
What's going on here?
I saw the drive off. My ex-boyfriend hopped in front of the car. Now he's in front of the car.
Where is he at?
Under the car.
Excuse me?
He's under the car.
You
Move.
said it so calm,
Go over
like
to
it's
my
nothing.
cruiser. 209. Go ahead. I need the fire department here now. 209 South Shenley. You got a male under a car.
Copy. 206, I'm gonna head over there.
Get in this car.
Copy.
Get in.
I will. You ain't gotta talk to me like that. I will get in. Let's go.
Bad attitude. You just
Head over there that way too.
hurt somebody.
Copy. Either one of you on paper, I need to put you on.
Sir, can you hear me? Sir!
206, I'm on the phone.
Underneath the car was a 30-year-old male. He was not responding.
Sir, can you hear me?
Officers arriving on scene were unable to remove the man safely from his position underneath the vehicle.
I don't even think, with the 4 of us, I don't even think we can lift this. He's not answering me at all. They're gonna have to jack that off him.
The fire department, EMTs, and additional officers arrived on scene. Emergency responders managed to lift the car and pulled the man from beneath. Life-saving measures were attempted, but the efforts came too late. The man succumbed to his injuries and was declared dead at the scene.
Oh yeah, he's not alive.
Somebody run him over?
Yep. Pretty good idea. Not yet.
The deceased was soon identified as 30-year-old Nathaniel Watson. Nate had been in a relationship with his girlfriend, Shanae Jacobs, for over 7 years. By all accounts, the two made a wonderful couple and were very much in love. Over the years, they had integrated into each other's families, growing close with mothers and siblings. Their social media was full of photos of the two spending time with Shanae's sister, Draylyn, alongside her long-term partner, Daniel Ortello. Indeed, Nate and Daniel were best friends. Shanae considered her sister's partner like a brother. The couples shared everything. They celebrated life's milestones, birthdays, weddings, births. They even vacationed together. More recently, Shanae and Nate had decided to end their romantic relationship. They had both experienced loss and were struggling to work through challenges as a couple. That night, however, the two had been out together as they had been so many times before, hitting the bars and clubs in Youngstown. By 5:30 a.m., Shanae Jacobs sat in the back of a police cruiser. As emergency responders worked to free Nate from the vehicle, Shanae's sister, Draylyn, came upon the scene. Her home was just a few doors down.
Ma'am. I don't know. Ma'am, it's in somebody's yard.
You can't come down
You
here.
gotta go back
You
here.
cannot come
She
down
ran
here.
him over.
You cannot come down here.
This is my car. That is my
I
sister.
understand.
Okay.
Go down,
Somebody is
go down
under
with
the car, man. You gotta go down here. You gotta go down here. Oh my God. You gotta go down here, okay? You gotta cruise your feet. Yes, somebody is under the car. You gotta go down here. Okay? You gotta go down here.
Draylyn was shocked and inconsolable. Their family, as she knew it, had changed forever.
What's your name, dear? Draylyn. Hi, Mom. It's the police. Can Draylyn call you back in a couple minutes? I honestly don't know what's going on. I'm trying to talk to Draylyn so we can figure that out. All right, she'll call you back in a couple minutes, okay? All right, bye.
Responders on scene attempted to make sense of the night's events. Draylyn explained that her sister and Nate had been at her house earlier. The two got into an argument, which had escalated quickly.
All right, so she and Nathaniel came here together?
Yes.
They had your car?
Yes.
Okay. And she came to fight about what?
She got mad. Because she came in here being loud, talking. We got into an argument and she attacked me.
Okay. How did she attack you?
She started fighting me. She threw something at me because she got mad because I told her just go home.
Are you injured in any way?
My face is scratched up.
Okay, where's that at? Is that from
Pulling
stuff
each
done?
other hair.
Okay.
Shanae sat in the back of the police cruiser. She was watching on, but was unaware of developments since responders arrived. She did not know that Nate had been declared dead.
What's your name, dear?
Shanae Jacobs.
Shanae?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you telling me that he can't, like, is he dead?
I don't know what's going on. What happened with
Like a
this?
surprise.
Okay.
You hit
Some
him.
here out of your way.
Okay. So, we were dropping my sister's car off after a night, going out. And me and my sister got into an argument. That's it. So, I started to get in the car and leave. My ex-boyfriend jumped in front of the car and literally made me run him over just so I wouldn't leave. So
Okay.
I stopped. I'm the one
Just-
who called the police.
All right, stop at that point. Thank you. You have your phone?
Yeah, but I
Where's
just
your
want to
phone?
know, is he okay?
Where's your
No,
phone?
I don't have anything, sir.
You don't have your phone?
Everything is in the car.
Okay.
Long story short,
She is the sister of the house with the lights on.
she and her boyfriend, who is deceased, came to the house to fight with the sister. They're angry about something. Took off. There was a call of a fight in the yard. When I pull up, she's outside the car. I said, "What's going on? You know, why's the car in the yard?" She said, "He's under the car." Looked, he's under the car. Shoved her in the cruiser, and that's it. Oh, and she made a comment in the car. He jumped in front of the car to try and stop me from bleeding, so I had to let him know or something like that.
So she admitted to his murder, basically.
Yeah. I stopped her at that.
Yeah.
Nate and Shanae's day began with cooking and friends. The couple then made plans for a night out, they were intending to toast an old friend. Shanae and Nate had started their night with good intentions. They were marking an occasion, the 10-year anniversary of the murder of one of Shanae's closest childhood friends. It had been around 5:20 a.m. in 2013 when 22-year-old Tiara Denise Irvin was discovered on the ground on Carriage Horse Lane in Youngstown, unconscious and unresponsive. Tiara and Shanae had grown up together. They had been best friends since grade school. Arriving officers pronounced her dead at the scene. It was determined she had been shot at least 2 times. Her murderer was never found. And what could only be described as a twisted and tragic coincidence, Shanae's boyfriend, Nate, would also be found by Youngstown police officers, murdered 10 years later, almost to the day. Of course, this time, police had an obvious suspect. The exact circumstances remained undetermined. The couple started their night at Dreams Bar and Grill in Youngstown before moving on to King's Court for more food and drinks. They concluded at an after-hours nightclub for music and dancing. Shanae's car had recently been lent to a friend and significantly damaged. That night, she borrowed her sister's white Ford Focus. Home security footage at Draylen's house caught Shanae and Nathaniel returning to drop off the car sometime around 5 a.m. Shanae used her house key to enter. Nate was captured stepping out onto the porch. When Nate is captured stepping out again, he is on the phone. One of the children in the house, instructed by his mother, had dialed 911. An argument could be heard emanating from within, female voices angry and at times shrill. Nate could be heard attempting to intervene and to calm the situation.
It's like a drunk mess.
Frustrated by his ex-girlfriend's behavior and unable to resolve the situation, Nate left the house to walk home. The argument, which had turned physical with her sister, was over. Shanae followed Nate from the house moments later.
Bitch, you, walk home. Walk home, you dumbass bitch. You will never.
Sound drunk.
You will never.
The last capture of Nathaniel and Shanae showed them both leaving Draylen's house to walk home. It seems that Shanae decided instead to take the car. It was unclear what words were exchanged between Shanae and Nate after they left the house. What the security videos did make clear was that the initial incident and animosity had nothing at all to do with Nathaniel. His role was that of the peacemaker. He wanted the sisters to calm down for the sake of the children in the house, if nothing else. Ultimately, he decided to leave the situation and walk home. The question remained, was he then struck by the car accidentally? Or had Shanae's anger become directed towards him? Had she intentionally run him down? It was roughly 2 hours later when Shanae Jacobs sat down with detectives at the station.
Obviously, some things happened tonight, and we have to get everybody's side of it before piece together what took place.
Yes, but honestly, may I ask a question?
Yes, ma'am.
Nobody is like.
Sure. Why don't we do this first?
So,
Just before we get into any details, we have a couple things we got to do.
okay.
We got to make sure that you understand that you're here talking to us voluntarily, right?
Yes, I am.
But we got to make sure you understand that you don't have to talk to us, right? Just like on TV, we're going to read you your rights.
Okay.
Detectives queried Shanae's version of events once more. Now having acquired surveillance footage from the house and other homes in the neighborhood, as well as the statements made by her sister, detectives intended to scrutinize Shanae's statements thoroughly.
Okay. So.
But I mean, you didn't answer my question. Is he okay?
So he's not okay.
He's not okay at all, man.
He's not okay.
But what does that mean? Like,
So what we want to know is what happened. We want to hear your side of the story.
Mhm.
So that's what we're asking you. That's up to you if you want to do that.
Of course,
But-
I would love to tell my side of the story, but
Well, that's what we're here to do, but that's your option. So,
of course I want to talk about it, but I want you all to
And you,
be the same way with me.
that's, we'll do that.
You know, because
So-
nobody.
Okay, but we'll do honesty. You know, I'm gonna be straight up with you, and you'll be straight up with us. Nathaniel didn't make it. He passed away. Okay. I know that.
You knew that. That was her plan.
No. No. No.
You even seem hurt for real.
No.
Over 7 years, and this is your reaction? I would have been on the floor.
No. Like what?
so this is your opportunity to explain what happened, you know, because there's more to it.
Shanae took some time with the information. The realization appeared to sink in slowly. Detectives pushed her to respond to their queries. Shanae pushed back. When she did begin to explain, she offered the same speculation as she had earlier. Nate must have jumped in front of the car.
Was it an accident?
It was what, an accident?
What happened?
What happened?
To Nathaniel.
To Nathaniel.
Okay, so my sister and me got in an argument
Okay.
about me returning the car, blah, blah, skip, blah, blah. She had to go do her client at 10 in the morning, blah, blah, blah. We got into an altercation.
Okay.
We got into, you know, kind of like a fist fight, blah, blah, skip, blah, blah, blah. He's there, he's the only extra adult there breaking it up, blah, blah, skip.
Okay.
He took off walking because, you know, he's like, you know what, I'm not, you know, I'm dealing with this, blah, 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 blah.
Right.
So I'm like, okay. You know, after he's done, I'm talking to my nephews. I'm like, okay, auntie's about to go home, blah, 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 blah. So I'm in the car, I'm driving, and he jumps in front of the car.
He jumped in front of it?
Yes. Jumps in front of the car.
How do you do that?
Maybe trying to stop me. Maybe trying to stop me, like, from leaving. And this is, you know, not the first time he's ever did anything like that. Like, and I'm like, wait, you know, just trying to stop swerving. And, like, after that, like, honestly, before I know it, all I know is I'm hearing a bump, feeling a bump. I got out the car. You know, walked back up to my sister, how she called the police.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
my sister, you know, I'm like, call the police, you know, something's wrong. Like, I couldn't, like, you know, I'm trying to reverse. I'm stuck. I'm like, I know he's not under this car. Like, I know you.
Where else
he's
is
our
he?
kid. Like, you can't tell me that he's really just under this car. Like,
Unfortunately, Nate was under the car. A security camera from a neighboring home recorded the headlights of the Ford Focus, as well as the audio of the impact and what followed. The headlights of the vehicle can be seen first driving straight along Shenley Avenue before veering to the right. The sound of the impact was paired with indistinguishable yelling. After, the camera recorded the sound of tires spinning as Shanae attempted to move forward or to reverse, but was unable to do so.
After you knew that you had hit him with the car, why did you continue driving?
I didn't. I didn't. When I heard a lump, I think I said this earlier as well. I tried to, you know, reverse. And I said, wait, this car not going nowhere. Like, it's stuck. This car
Why
not
is
going
he
nowhere.
doing all the moving?
I got out the car.
But you said to yourself when you're still in the car, what did you say to yourself?
I said, did I hear, like, you know, I said, I know you're not under this car. Like, that's what I said earlier.
Like he's
I
being
know,
very
like, wait,
sarcastic.
hold on, like,
How long
I
were
know
you
Trying to catch her
get
up.
off of him? Were you like rocking it or
no, it was like maybe twice after I, you know,
you ain't moving?
just tried to move the car, yeah. You know, and I called my sister, like, call the police. You know, like, I don't know, I feel like something's wrong. And I stood there and waited. As soon as the police came up, they're like, get in the car, and that's what I did. From jump, like.
Yeah.
Though responders would find Shanae waiting by the vehicle, it seems that she had not simply been waiting there, as she stated to detectives. Less than a minute following the noise of the crash, Shanae is shown walking at a steady pace away from the scene, leaving Nate lying.
Looks so
on the lawn.
calm. So calm.
Shanae did not call 911, though she insisted that she instructed her sister to do so. She also returned to the scene before the first responding officer arrived. Shanae did not deny driving the car, and she did not make any attempt to alter the scene before anyone arrived. That being said, she also did not attempt to render aid to Nathaniel. Detectives were not buying the story that Nate jumped in front of the moving car for a few reasons. First, it made little sense that he would be motivated to do so. Second, the car was located on a front lawn, not the road. There was no sign that Nate had been hit on the road and then subsequently dragged to the position where officers would later find him. There were tire tracks, but no other trail from the street to the lawn. The most likely conclusion from the physical evidence at the scene was that Nate was walking on the sidewalk. The video across the street also offered a glimpse into the sequence of events. When slowed down to view the direction of the car's headlights, the footage clearly displays the Focus making a sharp turn away from the roadway and towards the right, where it would come to a stop. The sound of the impact occurs immediately after the car is directed off the street, not before.
And all I know is you just jump in front of the car, and I'm like, whoa, boom.
Was that in the street or off the roadway?
It was kind of like in the median. Like you got the street, you got the sidewalk.
Yeah.
With the grass on the side of it.
Okay, so he was
Kinda right
walking
there.
like on the sidewalk area, and then he jumps in front of the car.
Yeah. And I'm like, wait, I'm swerving, like, wait, trying to stop, and the car hits him.
Okay. So
how did you end up in the yard? Because you ended up like in the front yard of someone's house.
The car, like I said, I kind of swerved.
Okay.
Yeah, kind of swerved, like, you know what I mean? To my knowledge, like, I seen, him like, wait, like, trying to stop me.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, just swerving, like.
Yeah, because he's on the sidewalk when he's hit. So that's why I was hoping maybe you'd be a little more truthful. We know that your intention wasn't for this to happen, but
yeah, I'm
you're upset. I mean, you heard him, right? You heard the video, video after video of you, mad at him, right? Because he's he's walking away.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, the video is like literally reflecting after me and my sister getting into an altercation. You know what I mean? So I can't necessarily say it's me mad at him. It's just me, just mad.
Yeah, you did yell at him though. You called him a bitch and told him to just walk home, and he agrees.
Shanae spoke with detectives for roughly an hour. She repeatedly denied having any intention to harm Nate, stating only that she had been angry in general. Most of this anger was directed towards her sister.
You're a little upset. Maybe, like I said, you don't intentionally, maybe you're just trying to scare him, but somehow your vehicle goes from the street onto the sidewalk, strikes him, and it hurts him. I don't think your intention was for what happened, right? Because even though you guys aren't together, you still love him. But we need to be honest, right?
Honestly, sir, I'm being honest.
Mm-hmm. Well, first you said he ran out in the street, but we know that didn't happen.
No, I didn't say that. I never said he ran out in the street.
So I'm in the car, I'm driving, and he jumps in front of the car.
He jumped in front of it?
Yes. Jumps in front of the car.
Why did he do that?
Maybe I misunderstood you. Okay.
Yeah, I said that I feel like he tried to stop me because that's what I saw. Like, I saw something go like this. Maybe the cameras didn't catch that, or whatever you have on recording didn't catch that. And I'm like this. I'm like, whoa.
So you're driving down the street, and then so you must see him. You must see him over here because he's up on the sidewalk, right? So he's over here on the sidewalk. He waves his hands, right, trying to stop you. But then when you swerve and go up on the sidewalk. But that wasn't intentional.
Of course, me swerving on the sidewalk.
The interview came to an end after Shanae accused the detective of being rude and insensitive. In the midst of her complaints towards the detective for behaviors that she deemed disrespectful, he stood and walked out of the room.
Did I say
Like,
anything?
honestly,
Did I say anything that wasn't a factor?
you're being like real.
Rude.
The sarcasm is crazy, like insane. Like,
Feeling somebody is crazy.
it's honestly disrespectful for real because I'm literally trying to process this and corroborate at the same time because I don't have nothing to hide. Nothing to hide. I want to corroborate to my full potential. And I'm literally trying. Like, that's what I'm trying to do.
And what I said was what happened, correct? You just, maybe you didn't like the way I said it.
No. I don't like the way you're being sarcastic, sir.
Shanae Jacobs was held in custody following the interview on charges related to the physical incident with her sister. Murder charges would follow. Draylyn sat down with detectives to formally give her statement a few days later. She had time to process the events of the night and gain some perspective. At first, Draylyn found fault in her own actions, blaming her argument with Shanae for instigating what followed with Nate. Then, she told detectives that the two had always had issues with alcohol. She speculated that had family members stepped in to force them into treatment, this tragedy could have been avoided.
It was really because of our fight.
Okay.
I feel like because it wasn't even when they first got there, they wasn't arguing, they wasn't fighting. Like, I feel like I triggered, for them to fight because if me and her would have never fought, they wouldn't even start fighting and arguing.
Right. If she wouldn't have come in the house making a racket.
Right. I mean, you can't put it on you because they came to your house, or you're just trying to sleep with your
But
home with your
still,
kids.
this boy, this man been in our life for over 10 years. That's my brother.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's my sister.
Right.
That's my brother. It literally always been like every holiday, Christmas, birthday, everything. And I specifically, me as the little sister, y'all need to stop drinking because every time they drink, this happens. Every time they drink, this happens. If it's not him, it's her. If it's not her, it's him.
So
every time they drink, this happens.
Okay.
Literally, every time.
This is the worst case scenario.
This is the worst case scenario.
Ongoing, turbulent, violent.
Yeah.
This is worst case scenario. This is the
My
worst.
mother feels so bad. I feel so bad because we should have been stepped in and do something to stop this.
You can't put this on yourselves.
We're not putting it on ourselves, but at the same time, we saw it. It's been happening.
Right.
If it's not him, it's her. If it's not her, it's him. It's both of them when they drink.
Draylyn explained that the couple had struggled with alcohol abuse issues for years. The problems worsened, however, more recently, following the deaths of a few individuals with whom they were very close. In early February 2020, Draylyn's partner Daniel, along with his brother Diamond, were killed at a nightclub shooting on Logan Avenue in Youngstown. One other person was also killed and 2 injured in the incident. Shanae posted on social media that she had been helping Daniel to make arrangements to propose to her sister. She had already considered him to be her brother.
What you gonna say, Dre? Congratulations!
Roughly 1 week after Daniel's death, Shanae lost a second childhood friend. Eviana Rutland died February 29, 2020, in a car crash caused by a drunk driver. At the time, Shanae told the local news that of all her close friends, Eviana had been the one to always lift her up. Ironically, she concluded, "We have to stop drinking and driving. We have to." In the wake of so much loss, Draylyn said that Shanae never received counseling and began drinking more heavily. October 15th, the 10th anniversary of Tiara's murder, was another trigger. Yet she and Nate decided to honor the date with a night out.
Based on what we have, it appears to be an intentional act. I'm not saying that's what she'll be convicted of, but it's pretty bad. I mean, I'm not saying that I don't. It appears that it's an intentional act based on the way the car went up into the yard where he struck at. I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying that's what she would be convicted of, but yeah. I mean, it doesn't look good, right?
Well, I feel so bad because he was trying to break me and her up, and it caused them to just start arguing and fighting. You know what I mean? Like, He was trying to break it up. He was trying to be the peacemaker. And
despite statements made by Draylin at the scene stating that she believed her sister was intoxicated, there was never a field sobriety test or blood alcohol test delivered. Charges were filed for murder, asserting it was an intentional act, though lacked premeditation. This assessment was due primarily to the home surveillance camera, showing the headlights of the vehicle swerving to strike Nate on the sidewalk. Had a sobriety test been conducted, it seemed likely Shanae would have been charged with vehicular manslaughter.
They sure didn't ask her if she was
Shanae
drinking or
Jacobs
anything.
did not go to trial. She pleaded guilty to a reduced charge of voluntary manslaughter in July 2024, admitting that she did in fact steer the car towards the sidewalk, though she was not in her right mind. While in the Mahoning County Jail awaiting her court dates, Shanae voluntarily enrolled and completed anger management and substance abuse recovery programs. She had no prior criminal history and showed genuine remorse for her actions.
I truly never meant for any of this to happen. I love Nathaniel more than words can express. It hurts me to the core to know that I have caused you eternal pain from this.
In her victim impact statement given to the court, Nathaniel's mother, Sherry, forgave Shanae and said that she was relying on her faith to get through. Though prosecutors requested a 16-year term, the judge handed down a sentence of 6 to 9 years in prison, citing
6
errors
to
in the
9.
investigation for the failure of Youngstown police to conduct a sobriety test, as well as the forgiveness offered to Shanae by Nathaniel's family. At the time of publication, Shanae Jacobs is serving her prison sentence at the Northeast Reintegration Center in Cleveland, Ohio. From there, she is active online. Shanae has profiles on female prison pen pals and pen pals for prisoners and jailbirds. Shanae writes that she is on the road to redemption, and when she is released, she is looking for a new man.
A man is the last thing she needs to be worried about.
And that was the tragic case of Nathaniel Watson. Thank you for joining me. This week, I would like to welcome our newest members, Letitia Hogan, Edith Kelly.
That's crazy. That's a little bit of time. Well, you're trying to look for a man when she get out. She don't need to be worried about that. She need to focus on other stuff. And I don't know what man is going to want to date her. But yeah, y'all, that's it for the reaction. See you next time.